Hi Virgo, hope you guys are doing great. Welcome to your first week of September read. We're going to start with a yes-no spread. Remember, these are general messages. Take what resonates, throw out the rest. Formulate a question in your mind. Make sure it's one question, and you're going to ask the same question in a full sentence format, the same way, 3 consecutive times. Best to do it out loud. If you can't, that's fine. Just make sure you ask it in clear full sentence format in your mind. Focus on the cards. On the cards. We'll do a yes-no spread, then we'll do a Celtic cross spread, and then we'll pull a Norman towards the end. Okay, feel ready. Show you nice and relaxed. First question, Knight of Cups. First question, first card is Knight of Cups, rather. That's a yes. Second, Knight of Pentacles, a second yes. This is the Crystal Vision Tarot I'm using. Third, the Sun. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's a big yes, Virgo. Let's pull a couple of cards too. That's so nice. We got a lot of the other signs are like, not yet. We have exceptions. This is neutral. Yeah. There's 3 yeses. All right, let's pull a couple for each one. The Chariot, the Knight of Wands, the Magician, this one, and then the Sun is being clarified by the 4 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords. Interesting. Okay, I'm not mad at that. Okay, so Knight of Cups is a really great energy because it's Aquarius and Pisces. So this is very forward thinking, which is really what we all need to be doing right now. And I do want to just say that this first week of September, we do have the full moon in Pisces on the 2nd, and that moon it's tightly aspected with Neptune. So things are going to be coming to light, culmination. Things can be seemingly a little illusory at this point. We're going to feel very loving and creative, but at the same time, we're going to have like sort of a fool's paradise set of glasses on our eyes, right? There can be the potential for escapist kind of tendencies. So I like this for you because this does indicate you thinking about the future. Even though you might not be thinking in 100% reality, what I get here is that you're going to be thinking about different strategies. That's what I want to say. You're going to be thinking about different strategies in how to approach your future. Then they may not all pan out, but at least you have your thinking cap on. So this is really nice. Now, for some of you, if you're single and your question is, am I going to meet somebody? This would be a big yes, yes, yes. Somebody different, though, than someone that you would normally go for, right? This would be somebody who is maybe a different personality, a different ethnicity. It's in some way different, but it ultimately leading to a really beautiful connection, because with Pisces there, it's about what you're really wishing for, right? Very beautiful energy in that way. You could be offering your emotions to somebody else, somebody who is, again, very different. Now, if this doesn't have anything to do with relationship, first of all, this could have to do with also a reconnection energy is certainly indicated here as well, but also having to do with business and work. This is really nice about you doing something differently. So you could be doing the same thing, but you're going to be approaching it differently. There's some sort of new cycle that's going to be cracking open this beginning of September for a lot of Virgos out there. And this could be a whole new business, a new way of approaching money, a new way of approaching business. There's something new here. And what's clarifying it is the Chariot, and I love it with the Knight of Wands. This is so good. Love, love, love. Chariot is about making the decision, as a decision card, to leave something that's not working. It's like, how many times are you going to bang your head against that wall, Virgo? It's not working. How many times are you going to keep trying to maybe get a job in that industry that's just not responding to you? Or doing it in that particular way? What needs to be changed? How many times are you going to keep knocking your head into the wall with that relationship, right? This is about removing yourself from something toxic and getting on the path that's more rightful for you. right? Because the Chariot is connected to the Cancer energy, and Cancer is the 4th house of home, which indicates safety and our roots and you know, what it is that we ultimately resonate with. And we have this with the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is a Scorpio and Sagittarius energy. Whenever you have Scorpio, it's all about, it's Pluto. It's a Pluto energy. So there's transformation here. There's an ending and a beginning. And when we have Sagittarius, it's about moving forward with integrity. So for a lot of you, first of all, let's just say that if you're single and you're meeting somebody, this is going to be like leaving the toxicity of being single, being alone, or being caught up in all the wrong kind of relationships, and you meeting somebody who is very different and who's very because Sagittarius has a lot of integrity. You know what I mean? There's a lot of integrity here. Now, the Knight of Wands can also indicate somebody that you're very sexually attracted to, because the wand energy is a phallic symbol, right? So we can indicate anything having to do with sex, and of course Scorpio represents sex. So there can be a lot of sexual chemistry here. I do want to say, if it has to do with relationship. If it has nothing to do with relationship, and this is about career, this is about you getting into something that you feel really passionate about, and you just feel like you're going in the right direction, you know? It's really in the right direction. For a lot of you, this could even be, because this full moon is going to be happening in your 7th house. So there's going to be this idea of feeling very creative and very giving in your 7th house, having to do with very serious relationships or business connections or anything like that. You want to just make sure that you're seeing everything for what it is. But I do see if you guys leaving some sort of unhealthy behind and moving into a healthier space for you. Now, I do also want to mention, not in too much detail, because I'm going to be doing astrology separate at the end of the week as its own video, but you guys are going to be feeling the Mars retrograde, even though it doesn't go retrograde until the 9th. You're going to be feeling the pre-shadow in your 8th house, which has to do with other people's money, having to do with business, having to do with how you show up in connection, having to do with money, resources, connection, communication, intimacy. It's, you know, it's that 8th house, it's Scorpio 8th house. So you guys are going to be feeling a lot of like challenges, and not challenges, but frustrations in there. Okay, so I do feel like you're going to be getting into this space though, where you're going to be identifying what's toxic, what doesn't work for you, and what does work for you. So I really like this for you, just considering what the energies are going to be for in the sky. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is a really good money energy, first of all, because it's Leo and Virgo. So this is about feeling very passionate and creative about what it is that you're doing in the day-to-day to bring yourself money. Because Virgo's a very you know, it's ruled by Mercury, so it's, you know, it's Mercury is about communication, but it's an earth energy, right? And it's very pragmatic. It's very, all right, what do we need to do to fix this situation? What do we need to do? Because that's Virgo. Virgo's is very critical of themselves, of the situation, and they can't even help it. It's like they see everything, right? That's the thing with Virgo energy. So when you have Leo in there, what this tells me is, through your creativity, that you're going to have all of these epiphanies on ways to make money. Money is going to be really good right now. You're going to be exercising your creative bone in a way that's going to end up generating income for you. So I really like this. I also feel like this is somebody, you're dealing with somebody who's experiencing this as well, which makes sense to me because of this 8th house influence that we have going on. Well, you may be making more money than your partner right now, or they might be making more money than you, but this may be an issue, right, that you have to end up working through. But the Knight of Pentacles has to do with there being this sort of leveling up as far as either resources or mental, physical, emotional connection, because Pentacles are all those things as well. So clarifying that, we have making something happen, making something work, pulling that rabbit out of the hat, you know, something that you've identified up to this point as not being able to work, now it can work. Because we have the Magician, which is a Mercury energy. And I want you to think about what the Mercury energy means, because Mercury rules the 3rd and the 6th house. So the 3rd house, the landlord, is Gemini. It's all about communication and learning something new in a way that's going to impact your day-to-day. right? Because Mercury also rules Virgo, which is the 6th house, which is your day-to-day environment. It's your day-to-day work environment. So again, having to do with, like, if this has to do with a business, this is realizing something that you're learning something that's going to positively impact your day-to-day work environment. You're learning something that's going to positively impact your day-to-day experience. This could be with a partner. You're learning something that's going to positively impact your health. 6th house is health as well. So I really like that for you. And then whatever it is that you're learning, all of this whole dynamic is going to bring you to a space of having a strong foundation. The 4 of Wands is indicative of, some people call it the honeymoon card, some people call it the marriage card, who cares, right? It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter if you're actually doing any of those things. It's more about the level of commitment that's incited. So this can be a very strong foundation that's established in a relationship, a very strong foundation that's established within a career, or at least the establishing of that strong foundation, right? Because it's a Venus and Aries energy, and Aries is all about a fresh path and a new perspective. Venus is a money planet, it's a love planet, and it's the planet of self-esteem and what we value, right? So we have, this is like beautiful. Like, this is the kind of foundation stuff that you want, right? So really good. Then we have the sun. So the thing with the sun is this. It's, we argue, is the sun or the world the most positive card in the deck? But whatever, they're both fabulous. But the sun is about giving us everything that we need in order to work something out. It doesn't work something out for us. That's a big misunderstanding with the sun energy. It literally gives us energetically and in a very pragmatic way everything that we need in order to make something work. Now, are we going to jump on board and utilize all of the tools that the sun is giving us to work at something? Or are we going to sit on the sidelines? We're energetic human beings. We have the choice to sit it out. We're not puppets. The sun's going to give you everything that you need. And the reason I think this is very important is, look at all the 4s you got. You get the 4 of Wands, fabulous, but then you get the 4 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords. So to me, this is a little bit of a like a heads up, because we have this energy here, 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords. Let's talk about the 4 of Swords first. 4 of Swords is recognizing that you've been through a lot in a situation and you want to throw out the bad and keep the good, and you need rest though. You're going to be feeling very tired, and you are going to be feeling kind of tired. Just so that if you're feeling tired, extra tired, I want to say, like, actually keeping it real, like this month, and from an energetic perspective, these are heavy houses that you have impacting you. So you might just feel like kind of, I need like a 20-minute cat nap kind of thing. So 4 of Swords is very much that, right? Taking time out to think about things, right? But still moving forward, right? Still moving forward, because it's a Jupiter in Libra. So you're really very focused on having luck and expansion in this in the Libra energy, in the Libra house, which is the 7th house of partnerships. So you really focus on what's fair, what's not fair. And again, it could have to do with marriage partnerships, very serious partnerships, business connections, family connections, friend connect, where you guys have a shared soul purpose. All right. You're going to have everything that you need, but you're just going to be in a space of trying to figure out, like, how everything should end up rolling out. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles. So this is a good energy. The 4 of Pentacles is good. This is Sun in Capricorn, right? So we have the Sun here, and the Sun is Leo, and Leo's all about creativity and doing something with heart. And then we have in Capricorn. So this is really like having everything that you need, keeping it real, to make money right now, Virgo. I mean, you really do. You have everything that you need to level up whatever it is that you're doing. You're going to be a little cautious of your money right now. That's to be expected, right? I mean, that's the 4 of Pentacles. A lot of people call it the miser card, the miserly card, being overly cautious. But it's just because you don't have everything figured out. You're working at it. You are formulating things right now. Now, if it doesn't have to do with career and it only has to do with relationship, this indicates to me that you've been through a lot. You're feeling rather self-protective right now. You sort of have this very intuitive wait and see, I'm not sure kind of thing, because you really have been through quite a lot. But you're going to have everything that you need to create whatever it is that you want. So you just have to know that. So that's what I mean. Like, you may be in the space of feeling like self-protective, a little scared, throwing away the bad, hold on to the good. What should I do? Let me be in this place of rest. But you're going to have all the energy that you need to do something really beautiful. So things may not be rolling out as quickly as you would like. You just have to understand that's just because of the energies right now. That's it. It's not bad, it's not good, it's just the way it is. It's frustrating. It's a frustrating energy for everybody. But we're each going to be feeling it in a little bit of a different way. And obviously, guys, if you know your chart, awesome. If you know your chart, see where else the Pisces full moon might be impacting you. Look at where Mars is going to be going retrograde in your own personal chart, your own personal planets. Let's pull some Lenormand. Okay. Lenormand, let's see what other messages. Now this can be connection to that or not, depends. Let's pull Lenormand first, and then we'll pull the Celtic cross spread. So we have the woman, we have the child, we have the fox, we have the snake. Okay, two nasty energies in the middle there. Choice. Okay, we got a couple here. Put this. Gonna get good message. All right, so the women in Lenormand, it's different than tarot in that way. I mean, they have different meanings as well, but the woman in Lenormand literally means woman. So if you're a female Virgo, this would be you. If you're a female Virgo dealing with a female, either in a same-sex relationship or in a family situation, work situation, this could be that female. Guys, this could be a female that you are dealing with, either in a personal relationship or a work situation, family situation, whatever it is. But this woman is looking into the past. Now, we have to understand that the cards inform each other. So what is she not looking at, right? She's looking in the past. And we have this idea of child. So child means there's a sense of innocence here, and I always do connect this to the fifth house as well, because the fifth house in astrology is the house of children, which would be a Leo energy. It's about our creativity, where we allow ourselves to go. It has to do with romance, love, how we connect with our partner on a Monday through Sunday kind of thing, what we do for fun, entrepreneurial efforts, anything like that. Now we do have the fox, which is sort of like a it's like a wolf in sheep's clothing kind of thing. It's a duplicitous energy. Something is not what it seems, right? Something is not what it seems. Looking at this idea of romance, you're just looking ahead. Wow, hold on. So, female Virgo, you are looking at the past here, because you're realizing that there is an energy right around you that can't be trusted. Because then we have the snake, and the snake is all about, trust me, this is what I mean, I swear, this is and you're vibing something that is not going to go the way that it's being promised. You're vibing it. So there's duplicity here. So some of you may be having the experience where if you're with a partner, they're lying to you about them wanting to have children, or lying to you about something connected to children. That's in like the very pragmatic. Somebody, if this has to do with business, there is somebody who is playing innocent, who's trying to appear very creative and on board with something, but they're not to be trusted. Listen, to get these two guys together, that's kind of a big deal in Lenormand. So then we have the stairs, which is all about a choice. Which door are you going to choose? But I feel like you're going to be getting a message in that's going to bring you a lot of just very serendipitous luck to pull you out of this energy. It's almost like saving you from something. So you may be involved in something right now that you really ultimately, you may not even recognize it right now, but you're not ultimately meant to be in. So it could have to do with career, or it could have to do with, guys, this could have to do with even like, maybe you're studying the wrong major for yourself. You were led astray. You were led astray, and you're realizing this is really, it's going to like eat away at your creativity, and you need to make a decision. And something just sort of pops up as you're going through social media, you're online, and you're looking at something like, oh no, wait, that's what I want to do. So that can resonate. That could even happen in the same way of career. It doesn't have to do with relationship. Again, it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to do with relationship. I want to pull, let me pull one more card for that, for this clover. Something needs to be looked at closer. Something that you had yourself convinced that you really wanted. You're not seeing the full picture of something. You can have exactly what it is that you want, exactly what you want, but you have to dig deeper and understand that you're going to have to work for it. You're going to have to work for it. And let everything that you write be true. That's that white feather means. Some sort of truth and communication coming out. And whatever it is, wait a minute now. We're pulling cards that require more information. All right. So this tells me that you are in a cycle in your life, in one area of your life. Your relationship might be fabulous, your job might be fabulous, could have to do with a friendship, family connection, something else going on in your life, but you're wearing a mask and you're trying to convince yourself that something is not what it is. You're looking behind you though. Maybe you're remembering somebody from the past and you're wanting to like revive the past. You're patiently waiting for somebody to not be these things, these duplicitous energies. But it's going to come to a point where you need to make a decision to incite a new cycle. We have 2 new cycles bookending here. Some message is going to come in that's really good for you. It's going to incite deeper thought, deeper thinking. That's really your truth. And you're going to recognize that really what you need to do is understand that you're playing a role in some part of your life that is not your authentic self, and then in order for you to have the resources that you need and the sustenance that you need and the peace and the serenity that you're really looking for, you need to allow a new cycle to happen here. So for some of you, now this is a very cyclical energy, as is this. So for some of you looking back at the past, this could indicate some of you reconnecting with somebody from your past. Others of you, you're looking back at your past and you're realizing that this is what they did. Somebody was very sort of duplicitous in the past, and you're needing to make the decision to actually let them go. Let them go. And realize that they were never going to actually fulfill your needs anyway. This was a narrative that you were keeping alive in your head because you were afraid of letting go. You were afraid of change. You were afraid of something different. But you have a new cycle that's right on the other side of this as soon as you energetically allow something to go. And I like that we got the well, because the well is about, for some of you, it can mean reaching rock bottom, which is not what I'm happy about. But it's also about being able to pull yourself up after that. And it's about being really honest about what it is that you want and need, and recognizing that you need to put the hard work into something in order for it to work. Because there's something about a situation that you haven't really wanted to see up to this point. So let's pull the Celtic Cross spread for additional messages. Eight of Swords. Okay, with the Hierophant. The Hierophant's helping out that Eight of Swords. 2 of Swords. 6 of Cups. What did I say? Look at that, Virgo. 6 of Cups in the near future. It's all about the past. Ace of Pentacles in the beginning. 2 of Swords in the past, being confused between 2 people, 2 energies, 2 truths. I mean, because swords are truth, really. I mean, they are. It's Moon in Libra, so it's really I feel, and Libra is all about how well do I, feel that this job serves me, right? I mean, am I getting paid equitably? Is this the right relationship for me? Do I feel like I'm getting out what I'm putting in? Is this the right thing for me? Is this fair for me to stay in this? Am I being treated fairly? Do I feel loved? All that stuff, right? What should I do? It's about being at cross purposes and not doing anything. Kind of maintaining status quo and not really pushing forward in something. Situation right now, we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is all about feeling like you're not in the right thing. Virgo, like there is something in you, whether this is a relationship, whether it's a friendship, family connection, job. Eight of Swords is about feeling like your shoes are on the wrong feet. You feel like people are speaking about you behind your back, depending on the situation it is. But it's just very intuitively feeling like this is not the right thing for you. And the Hierophant energy is all about your belief system in a very basic way. Your belief system. The Hierophant is about how you frame reality and, your moral code, your moral compass, and really how you see your life rolling out for you. What is your version of what the right thing is for you? And I'm going to say that that's actually crossing you right now, because whatever you're in, it's like, oh yeah, no, this is really not feeling like this is for me. I'm not feeling good about this. We have the Knight of Swords. This is a card of conflict. So, and this is the best to be expected out of this situation right now, Virgo. There's going to be some conflict, keeping it real. I'm sorry, but it is. This is a Taurus and Gemini energy. This is, now, I do want to say that the Knight of Swords energy, because the Knight is a court card. This could be you, your energy, you dealing with somebody else, or it can be a general energetic influence. But the Knight of Swords energy is about conflict. And because it has Gemini attached to it, this could certainly be just mental conflict about what it is that you want in a very practical and pragmatic way, and what the truth is about something. And really feeling like you have to hold true to that. And I just feel like you guys are going to be going through a lot of this with Mars retrograde in that 8th house. You just are. It's going to be, there's going to be tension. There's going to be some push and pull. There just is. But it's necessary. You can't shy away from this, and you can't be upset about it, because whatever's happening here is very, very necessary. It's necessary because without that, you're not getting what you want, need, and desire in the relationship, and they're not either. So why, what's the story with it then, right? And I want you to notice, like, what's happening here in this particular card. I love this. He's got the motorcycle. The motorcycle's actually like going without him, and he's running after it. It's like something is running away from him, and he can't allow that. So this is like, wait a minute, something is happening without me even like having a say in it. Am I even getting my needs met here? Am I even having a voice that's heard? What's happening? Right? And having a problem with that. There's nothing wrong with that, but I love this card in this deck with the Empress. She's the whole world in her belly. The Empress is the mother of the tower. She's perpetually pregnant. So this is a Venus energy, and this is about growth, and this is the foundation. I have to tell you something, Virgo. I feel like, forget everyone and anything else in your life, you are growing, and you are leveling yourself up right now. And I know a lot of you don't want to hear that. If you are in a space where you're painting over a lost job, or being unhappy in a job, a broken relationship, something like that, where there's pain involved, you don't want to hear that. But I'm going to tell you that that is the reality, that whatever's happening right now is completely necessary, completely necessary. And what I love here is that you are the Ace of Swords. You're the Ace of Swords, which is a brand spanking new something, information coming into you that's going to incite a new path, this new epiphany, this new, right? Because swords are communication, but it's also ideas. So, this is a general message. So it can depend. You might be struck with this epiphany that's like this fabulous idea of, this is what I want to do. This is how I have to fix this. This is what I need in order to feel firmly grounded. But I am leaning to say that this is some sort of communication that's coming in the Eight of Wands energy that's going to incite quick movement, quick. This is almost like a frenetic energy, and this is the energy that's surrounding you, the Eight of Wands. This is something fast coming in, an email, a text message, a phone call, good news that's going to create the need to sort of mobilize some changes in your life in a very practical and pragmatic way. So I really like that. At a time where we're feeling like, hurry up, wait. feeling like we're sitting in our car trying to rev the engine, but we're not going anywhere. I like getting these energies for you. Your fear is the 10 of Cups. All right. Mars and Pisces. This just tells me like you're afraid of your wishes. And I feel like you may be afraid of your wishes because you're afraid of putting all of your eggs in one basket or putting your eggs in any basket and having it fall apart. And you just don't want to deal with the disappointment anymore. You just don't want to deal with that anymore. You're tired of it. You guys have been through it with that. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles as the final outcome. So first of all, this indicates, for those of you here with money and career, this indicates either a new money-making activity, a new career altogether, a new job offer. For others of you, this can indicate a new connection, mental, physical, or emotional connection. Really nice though, beautiful. And then we have the Six of Cups in the future. So let's talk about the Six of Cups energy, because you notice it's, okay, I want you to look at this picture. This is so beautiful. You see he's like a grown guy with a full-grown dog, right? Here he's a young child with the puppy, right? So it's like a visiting back to the past. And that's going to mean something different to each of you. Some of you may be reconnecting with friends that you haven't heard from in a long time. Others of you may be literally visiting where it is that you used to live when you were a child, visiting your first home. Others of you can be reconnecting with a relationship, but you need to make the decision if it's worth revisiting. It's really worth it for you. Some of you may be even moving back to your old neighborhood. Others of you may be meeting somebody new. It could be intimate, it could be in a friendship way, where you feel so like-minded and cut from the same cloth that you feel like you have this, that you've met them before, but you haven't, right? So that's kind of like a past life connection there. For others of you, this can be a beautiful return to something that you used to do for a living, or a dream that you had at one time to do for work that you decide to reinvigorate, right? Maybe you pick up that book again, you know, to finish that book, or to finally execute that idea, or maybe go back to school and study something that you really wanted to do. But this does indicate that the past is going to be playing a role in one way or another in this new beginning. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's see what the Astro Dice have to say. Yeah, we have Aquarius. It's all about focusing on the future. And then we have the South Node. What do you have to release? And as you go into this future, there is this need to release something. This need to release has to happen. And then we have the 9th house. Yeah, 9th house has to do with your belief system. 9th house is Sagittarius, right? So this rules higher education. This rules higher consciousness. It rules religion. It rules belief system. It rules long distance travel. It rules dealing with other cultures. You know, it's kind of a big house, the 9th house. But there needs to be this release in your beliefs in order for you to effectively move into the future, is what that's telling me. You know, and let's see what part of your chart you need to ask for help during this week is, yeah, really focus on your earthy elements here. You know, all about stability. Focus on whatever it is that you're trying to bring to yourself. Always, and listen, Virgos, you guys are the best at this. And you guys, more than any other sign, you see the big picture of things. You know, you use the big picture to inform what you want to do in the here and now. Probably to the annoyance of others. Like, why do you have to think about that? Why? Because, well, that's going to be a reality at some point. And why don't we just circumvent future issues by just addressing certain things now, right? Right? Yeah, I know, right? So really sticking with the earth element. And, you know, I want to say that all the earth signs are in harmony this month. I do want to say we get the sun in Virgo, and you guys, Uranus and Taurus, Jupiter and Capricorn, right? We have this beautiful, even though Jupiter is going to be slowing down, really nice harmony. So this is great, having to do with focusing on what it is that's going to make you feel stable in the long run, not in the short term, in the long term. And you're like, wow, that's for a week. But yeah, that's what we have for now. Listen, the energies don't understand the calendar and time. It just does. That's man-made, right? All right, my friends, that is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful in some way. Thank you so much. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.